Hey everybody, me and Jack are halfway to New York. He is slumped out, farting everywhere. I got 7 Red Bulls in me, and I just wanted to be completely transparent with everyone who listens to my music about what happened yesterday, with me getting arrested and everything, because I don't want the internet to do what the internet does and, like, I don't know, make stuff up. So I want to start by saying I have to deal with the legalities of it. I did go to jail. They didn't play favorites, and I was an idiot today, and my decisions did not reflect who I was as a person, and I just want to make that clear, and I should have been smarter about it. But I just want to tell you guys the whole timeline, the whole story, so there's no confusion. Around 3 days ago, I was driving through this small town in Oklahoma, and this is the beginning of all of it. And I drive by this cop. I was going like 4 or 5 over. He pulls me over. He comes to my window. First thing he asks for is license, registration, and my address. And I told him, I said, hey man, I don't really feel comfortable giving you my address. I'm a musician and I'm not comfortable with it. So he says, if you don't give me your address, I'm gonna have to take you to jail. And I'm like, man, I'm not gonna give you my address. So he tells me to step out of the vehicle. He puts handcuffs on me, and I'm like, man, what the hell is going on? Why are you doing this? He's like, why are you not giving me your address? So we talked about it. I explained to him why. I ended up giving him my address. I ended up like abiding by what he was saying. We kept talking. He finally took my handcuffs off. He gave me a warning because I wasn't going too fast or anything. And then he let me go because I just started respecting him and being cordial. But I think it just frustrated me a lot because I didn't know if I had a right to refuse giving him my address or not, but I did, and who knows. But that happened. Fast forward to today. I wake up and I tell my security guard, hey man, I'm gonna drive to Boston today. So to see the Birds play. So we're driving to Boston. We get like 40 minutes away from my house. We're going through Veneta. He's behind me, and I see him getting pulled over. So I'm like, oh man. So I go around the block, and I come and I pull back up next to him. And I'm just sitting there. I didn't get out of the vehicle or anything. I'm just sitting there waiting on him. 10 to 15 minutes goes by, and I get out of the car. I'm like, man, why is this, what is taking so long? And I was gonna smoke a cigarette. The cop comes up to me and he's like, sir, get back in your vehicle. And I'm like, I'm not the one getting pulled over. Please, like, he's like, get back in your vehicle or I'm gonna have to take you to jail. And like a dumbass, I said, take me to fucking jail? What do you mean? And he was like, take you to jail. And I was like, damn. So I get too lippy with him. He brings me over to his car. And I just didn't help my situation at all. I felt like a child. It was ridiculous. It was immature. And I just pray everyone knows that I don't think I'm above the law. I was just being disrespectful. And I shouldn't have been. And it was my mistake. So he gets me in these cuffs, man, and they're tight. And he puts me in his front seat. And we're just all going back and forth. I'm like, man, these cuffs hurt. He's like, they're not supposed to be comfortable. He was just being a cop, you know. And so I'm just getting more angry and angry, which is like the worst thing you could possibly do. So 15 minutes goes by. They finally let me out of the vehicle, and I'm like just mouthing off like an idiot, like an actual child. I'm like, man, someone's got to get a hold of you guys. This is like, why are you using your authority like this? This is so wrong. When in reality, they were just doing their jobs. I was upset. And so he looks at me, he says, hey man, I'm going to tell you this, and if you, like, don't interrupt me. And I was like, well, after you're done, I'm going to say my piece. He's like, okay. He started talking. I interrupted him naturally because I was just angry. So he said, I'm gonna take you to jail, and he took me to jail. And I was in jail for a few hours. When I got there, it kind of like lightened up because I just kind of cooled off a little bit. I was talking to the people booking me. Everyone was super kind. I was in my jail cell for a while, and the cop and me eventually shook hands. I ended up apologizing online because I realized that my actions didn't reflect who I was as a person. And that was kind of the night ended okay. I have to deal with the legalities of it when I go back home. The people of Veneta were super kind. I just want to tell the story and get it out there before someone blew it out of proportion. I was just an idiot, and I'll take the fall for it. I'm a grown man, and I shouldn't have behaved like that, and it won't happen again. I love you guys. Thanks for defending me online and stuff. I don't really need it. I just shouldn't have did what I did. And the world moves on. Tomorrow's gonna come anyway. And Jack's poop, man. Okay, I love you guys. Thank you. Bye. And to end all this, kind of the last thing I'll say on it, I just wanted to apologize to the trooper, both troopers that I was rude to. You didn't deserve it, and hopefully one day we meet under different circumstances. Thank you guys, and yeah, last thing I'll say on it, you guys are the best.